Last time on Star Wars, our intrepid heroes rescued a certain pureblood Sith from the planet of Tuscora. She was being hunted by her fellow Sith because it turns out she had the plans to the Empire's new mass shadow technology and intended to turn it over to the Republic in the hopes of extending the ceasefire, rather than allowing the Empire to plunge the galaxy back into war once more. This Sith, as it turns out, is Ivy's sister.
That's a thing.
Why is chat saying I'm too quiet?
Tell chat to turn their ears up.
I'll show them.
Oh, okay.
Free saying it's in comparison to everyone else. So.
I know why, because I turned my desktop audio up for character select. There, that should be better.
So it's Dave's fault.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything's
Damn it,
Dave's
Dave!
fault. Every single time.
In that case,
That
Scout,
son
you
of a
should probably
bitch.
also check that. You were also
Already
doing
done it.
recordings.
No, this was just me on a solo recording, actually. But anyway.
Oh no, it always happens when I do recording anyway.
So the party rescued Ivy's sister and have decided to deliver her to the Republic on the planet of Crul, a great big water world.
Well, they're getting the information. They're not getting my sister.
Correct, sorry.
No. We're doing the handover on Crul. We're sending the information
What?
Well, as I understood it, last time we were sending the information to do the deal with all that was involved on Crul, and we were sending that 3 days before we arrived. Yeah.
I don't. Yes?
Yes, so you are going to Crul. The Republic will meet you there to get the data.
Yeah, we gave them literally last minute warning where to go so they couldn't set anything up.
I mean,
So instead
So
it will be you who does the plotting.
wait, when you say last minute, you mean like they have a few days?
It takes a while for information to go through hyperspace, dude. It's
Oh,
not instantaneous peer-to-peer. We asked Saban how long it would take for us to give them a message and scramble someone to Kroll, and he said the very, very last minute would be 3 days' notice.
It also takes a lot of time to get there. Like, from the nearest Republic system of Balmora, it would still take, at least 2 days with the absolute fastest ship they have. Realistically, more like 4. So you'll have a couple days on Krull, in all likelihood.
Yep. We're going to set up an ambush and then a counter ambush for any Imperials that show up.
Both an ambush and counter ambush.
Man,
I like
it's such a pity that we don't have anyone here who knows Imperial intelligence standard operating procedure for ambushes. That'd be great if we had one of those.
It's a shame that that character died or something. I don't know.
Right? Also, Scout, do you want my gun?
I think I'm still holding it. Wait, no, I get it back.
Okay, just keep with the sniper one.
Sure. You've got my non-sniper carbine, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Right. And so after a week or so in hyperspace, the party arrives on Krull. This is a massive blue world, home to a rather hideous species of aquatic humanoids.
How did we know they're hideous?
Gross crab people.
No,
Maybe
no.
the Twi'leks
if you
are into
watched The Force Awakens, Unkar Plot, the guy Simon Pegg plays as a Krullian or whatever the fuck they're called.
I love
so
Simon
if
Pegg.
you would like to assume we only watched it once and have no idea who Simon Pegg actually played in that.
Just look up
the
just
guy
Google.
the big fat salvage merchant who
Oh, that guy.
gave
Yeah.
Rey her food.
Hey man, maybe
Oh,
the
okay.
Twi'leks are into him.
I mean,
never know.
Twi'leks are into everybody.
You're asking if Twi'leks are into people. They're like space Asari.
Mm,
Like Star Wars Asari. They base they're everyone's into Twi'leks because they're an extremely attractive race, but also no, actually the race the race that everyone's into are Twi'leks. The race that is into everyone is humans. Like canonically, that's the case. Humans fuck everything.
That, as in most
Alright.
settings, when you get right down to it.
Where do you think all these like half dragons and shit come from?
Yep.
You don't see very many half elf
So-
half dragons.
So anyway, when we're getting down here, like, what's the state of the spaceport?
So the real question is, what spaceport? So this planet it's space age and all, but there's no land like anywhere. There's some swampy areas near the poles, but all the cities are these huge floating metropolises, and there's a bunch of them.
Can we
all over the
bebop it?
place.
Alright. Ivy, Lil, this seems like your neck of the woods as to where we can actually get a meeting without any fucking oversight.
Underground or way too overground, I guess.
Hey, Saven.
Mm-hmm.
Can our ship bebop it?
That's a good question. Can Star Wars ships traditionally land on water? I know Republic.
Some
Some.
can.
I know, like, during
Ours
like
probably not,
during the
like,
Clone
at all.
Wars, fucking what's it called?
Yeah, the cruisers would land on water. I saw
Republic
that on
cruisers would.
Moncal, but
Yeah,
there are also giant space triangles.
I would assume not for
That's-
like the scout ship that is the Dane.
That probably makes a lot of sense. So yeah, no, you cannot bebop it. You will have to land like at a city.
Wouldn't scout ships want to be able to do that?
You're a space scout ship, not like a planetary scout ship.
Okay.
And sure, we can land in like on solid land, but solid land.
I guess we're not equipped for buoyancy so much.
No,
No.
that's just you personally.
Keck.
Getting rumbled.
You're certain underground, but either of you got any hooks in this planet? Any ideas? Who to call, maybe? Organize this? Where?
It's been
No.
a while, Saven. I just knew this as like a tertiary hideaway, not one of my main ones, right? I specifically didn't make it an Imperial
Yeah,
main
this
one.
is just
so,
a
yeah,
neutral
I don't know
planet.
much.
It's kind of a backwater, nothing important here.
Well, I know how to set up a meeting, but I don't know anywhere specific on this planet.
Yeah, I don't know how to make friends to find a place specifically on the planet, so I guess we can work together on that shit. Just go around, ask people, etc. I don't have any connections, but it doesn't mean I can't just, really quickly make some on the fly.
Alright. You want to pick biggest starport, second biggest, or go to one of the really minor ones?
Oh no, I'm
always-
going to go to the most dingy looking shithole first.
Oh,
And
well,
we've
for
got
starports,
land.
always pick.
Lil.
Yeah, for the starports, always pick the biggest one with the most ships.
Oh, for landing, yeah. Big O.
Alright.
The more public, the better.
So yeah, most of the ships here probably can land on water, like the ships made on this planet, but there are certainly a few spaceports that are open to more terrestrially oriented vessels. And so you find the largest of these, plant yourselves down, and for the low price of 100 credits, you can disembark.
Sounds good.
Scal, remind me, was it you or me that was dealing with the accountancy sheet?
I mean, it's in the pilot. I'll just fucking do it right now. It's fine.
How much Forcey nonsense did what's her name, Lilesh, get up to with my sister? Because I know we were going to talk about it next time. Cause
Oh yeah, we got up to a decent bit of forcing on, sir.
Oh yeah, you took dark. You gained some dark side, and I didn't. We already covered that though.
We did?
Against some
I don't
dark
remember.
evil.
Yeah,
Never mind.
we did some
From
teaching,
her
it's fine. I'm not
Revenant
sure.
training?
I'm not. Yeah,
Weird. All right.
I feel like we discussed this last time. And it was more like almost like Cal wanted there to be dark side shit in there so he could protect Lelesh from it, and in doing so, he opened himself up to that and got himself a DSP.
Makes sense.
You see, TLDR, I rolled poorly.
Yes, ACL rolled
uh,
very bad and got dark side points, which powers his character up because lol.
Mm.
cool beans.
Well, so we're landing at super dingy place, are we?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're landing in the biggest spaceport because the super dingy places are where you set up ambushes because, well, there's no one around. It's much harder to get away with killing someone in the most public space you can do. That's why
Oh
we
no, I
land
meant
our ship
going
in
to
the
the.
most public.
Yeah, we land our ship the most public place. We need to go to a dingy shithole though, so I can make some contacts.
Like a dingy bar is what she's saying.
Yeah.
Like you go to a place where it's all like one solid structure and there are only two windows and they're too high up to like reach so that people don't break them. That kind of bar.
All right. Well, take the lead, my friend.
Alright, so this is the most metropolitan of the, like, large cities. If you want to, like, hop on a boat and go to one of the poorer ones, you can, or you can just, like, go to the shittiest bar here in this city.
I'm gonna go and buy a nice slinkini. Because I am but a humble tourist. And a doctor.
Alright, that didn't answer my question, but yeah, you can get a slinkini for, like, 10 credits.
It's up to Scow where she wants to go. I'm not going to the bar. This is Scow's territory. She's really good at talking to people.
Talking to
I
people.
just have really good lying skills.
Sure. I will, I feel like I might as well enjoy myself a little bit because we might all just like die horribly. So I will start at a really nice bar, see if I can learn anything useful, and then go to the shithole to see if I can find something illegal.
Makes sense.
Working your
You
way
know-
down, as it were.
Yeah, can I have an ally though who isn't Cal because he is probably not going to start that up. I know that sounds very mean.
How do you feel about Starak?
Yeah, he can be subtle. Oh,
You know
tell
what,
you what
fine.
though, but possibly dumb question here. What about Stray Sister? How is she on this, like, ear to the ground, stay stealthy shit? Just having someone who can actually make that
She's a
test.
pure blood Sith, so
No, okay, that's never happened.
And she's literally the opposite of my character's personality. She's very straightforward.
All right, that's no good then. Yes, I would absolutely like a Starak along.
You know what? Fine.
Sure.
Fuck you. I'm gonna go buy some swimming trunks. I'm gonna jump
You're
in the
gonna
pool.
buy your own Slinkini.
I'm gonna buy my own speedo. Fuck you.
There
Right,
is
all
some
social
nice,
skills, not your cup of tea.
there is some nice swimming, Cal. Do you want to come with us, sister? I'm sure we can find a lovely one piece.
I wouldn't much be up for swimming. It's something that I rarely ever get to do for luxury.
Sadly, I'm not exactly designed for water.
Your joint's not waterproof.
I mean, this is
No.
the sinking.
Also, the sinking.
All right. Since we can't bring H1, I feel like I should stay with her. It's not fair that she has to stay alone.
Vito beeps in annoyance.
How could you forget about our little Vito?
I guess that's fair. Well, since Lilash doesn't want me along, I don't know what there is for me to do. I've already trained, and to be honest, I'm getting a little sick of the ship.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with you coming with us, kid. As long as you keep your hood up and you don't draw any attention, right?
Or
Lil?
just come shopping with me.
Or that.
I don't know which one gets up to more trouble alone, you or Lilash.
You can help me pick out a bikini.
Go with her. Kid, just go with her.
I suppose if you who suggests it, Starrick.
Also, here is fucking what's her name? What's your name again, guys? This V. You don't ever put your name here, and I can never remember.
H1MO.
H1, right? Yeah.
Himu.
Hi, Moo. Androids can't buoyant.
Well, I'll go hang out with the Siths.
You three are going to leisure. Lilash and Stark are going to find information. Should I stay with the ship, or
Would you like to come with us, Haimu? I'm sure we can pick up some, I don't know, artisanal motor oil?
That does sound very nice. An oil bath would be nice. Would be enjoyable.
I wonder if they do oil baths on this planet. Well, let's find out anyways. Excuse me, Mercedes, it's called a vibroblade.
Shush.
You mean the dildos that nobody uses?
Well, I suppose I should make a correction. There is only one. There are two parts of me that are watertight, and those are the smuggling compartment.
I don't think we can buy you more grenades.
Nonsense. We can always buy our more grenades.
We're in like the pleasure center of this planet.
What's more pleasurable
like-
than explosions?
Yeah, I feel
This is
like
where
you probably
vacationers.
can't get explosives on a floating city because sinking.
Yeah.
You make that sound like, oh wait, I guess they're not humans.
Well, first of all, we're in a backwater, but then this place became popular for like tourism just because it was so far out of the way. And we're in like the most popular part of this planet. Everywhere else, maybe. But on top of that, why would a species that lived underwater their entire lives make explosives? It seems like a bad idea.
Depth charges.
DCL, you should look into the effects of shockwaves underwater. You would drop one depth charge and you would wipe out an entire underwater city.
Exactly. Sometimes wars need to be fought.
Okay, actually that is a good point, that it is Star Wars. They probably have invented their equivalent of the nuke, which is to say, the hand grenade.
And this species definitely has explosives. They're just not
Dynamite
likely to
fishing.
sell it to tourists, you know?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, because
All
look at
took-
this place. Look at
all
like
took-
the pleasure yachts.
All it took was the one little Timmy.
Oh,
And then
little
never
Timmy.
again.
Well, no, it was clearly someone named Billy Bob who was dynamite fishing.
You think in Star Wars, even in a dystopian space future, we would have gotten rid of hillbillies?
Have you been to Naboo? Oh wait, you have.
Yeah, we have.
We just do we just
We
pull
sold
Australia,
them guns.
put them on one planet, and never go back?
Anyway, so Stark and Lil go off to try and find some contacts. So what exactly are you hoping to get out of this investigation? You're looking for a place to set up your ambush?
A place to make the deal that we can. Yeah. Scout, are you here?
Yeah, I'm around. What would you like me to roll?
I'm
No,
asking
we
you.
want your input on the decision.
Oh, I couldn't care less. I thought I was off to a bar, so I sort of zoned out.
That's what the question is about, though.
Yeah,
I'm going to a fancy
What
bar
do
and then
we-
I'm going to a shit bar.
yeah. What do we want to find out when we're meeting people
Oh.
at the bar?
First at the good bar, we want to find out where the dodgy people are who get up to semi-illicit trades, and when we get there, we want to find a good location that's either for personal rent, quote unquote, or just happens to be a place where not many people go.
So yes, we want to find a place for our potential.
For our illicit doings, yes.
Okay.
Cool. So, this is going to be a perception roll. You can use either search or bargain, depending on how you want to go about things.
Okay. Let's see here. My search is not leveled. My bargain is. It's 5D, and I can get a +1 from Starik.
Mm-hmm.
Boop.
Nice, nice. Okay, yeah. Well, the good news about having yourself a giant waterborne city is that there are lots and lots of docks around. In fact, some of these docks are open for rent for fairly cheap for, spending 2 or 3 days offloading some huge ship and then off it goes back into space or whatever. So, with a little bit of haggling, you are able to, if you so choose, find a fairly remote dock in a less used part of the city, probably the poorer part of the city, that you can rent for a few days for like 250 credits.
Sure, 250 credits seems good.
Alright,
Excellent.
you make the deal, and you are given a security card for the dock.
Excellent.
And this giant
You,
flabby fish man will just like slap it into your hand hard enough to make your whole arm like quake backwards, and then he'll stomp off to his
That's
next
fine. I
client.
kick him in the nuts with a credit chip. I don't know. Like this guy.
Is this how you do foreplay on this planet?
Yeah, everybody on this planet is this huge, ugly foreskin monster that just stomps around. Like,
Gross.
Cal is in the top 10 like attractive people on this planet, which is really saying something when you don't have half a face.
It's a fucking planet of mirelurks and lake
Yeah.
lurks.
It really is. Everyone here is just hideous.
Fine, I kick him in all 16 of his external dick sacks. Fucking, I don't know what you want from me here.
I don't. I'm just a
Hey.
little flavor text.
Should probably check this out in advance. If you wanna keep making friends, I can go ahead. Just pass the address on to Cal H1.
Sure. See if any of them want to join you just so you got cover. I should be fine here. I'll look over at a gambling table. I should be really okay here.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah, nah, I'm fine. I don't need luck. I got skill. Presumably.
I like how in order to gamble, you must actually roll dice. It's in games that just amuses me greatly. It's like, sure, your character might be good, but you're still gambling just to gamble.
Yep. Well, I enter into the field with a modest 12 because there go all my rolls again. I used that dice up pretty quickly, didn't I?
Yep.
I think there's a trend that where Lilash is bad at gambling.
All right.
That's why
I broke even later.
Yeah, you end up breaking even. It's a bad start, but you persevere, and eventually you're able to earn back what you lose.
Cool. I hate to beat myself because of stealing head.
So Stark, you return to the rest of the group.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm gonna send a message to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Lilesh and I have worked out a good place to go. B, Lilesh wants to be left mostly alone. And
She spent a while out there. Sorry, on the ship.
I will. Yeah, and C, I want to go and check the new location out.
I'll try to cat thumb my message back saying I'll come with Derek to do some scouting.
All right.
Well, I was going to try to enjoy my pool time, but it seems Derek needs to do some scouting of the location. I think it's prominent that I join him.
Well, have fun.
I'll go over and pat Ivy on the shoulder and say, please, enjoy some family time.
Oh, she's probably going to do what she normally does and just sit idly by the pool. She used to just sit idly by the pool and watch and drink, but she doesn't drink anymore.
Cal will just kind of shrug and go, all I know is that if I had my brother here, I wish to spend time with him as well. Now that your sister's back, you should make sure to make the best of the time.
Don't worry, I have literally killed for her.
As you should.
And I'm about to do it again. I mean, what?
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 I'm going to go see Stark now. And Cal will walk away.
Just
Looking
walks
over
away,
his shoulder.
walks away, hiking up his Speedo.
No, we didn't actually get the cat Speedo. I was joking on
Aww.
that. Why are you disappointed?
Because it was funny.
Alright. Yeah, I'm guessing I'm going with Sarek.
Alright, sounds good. So Ivy, H1. Is there anything you guys are doing other than just enjoying the beach?
Well, we don't actually have a place for me to start setting up anything. So aside from my usual counter-surveillance paranoia, no. Maybe trying to coax my sister into the water, but other than that,
She doesn't even
It's a-
put on a bathing suit or anything. She's just wearing her big heavy robes and looking very out of place here.
just dip
Aw.
your toes for crying out loud.
She'll just shake her head emphatically. No, this... I must keep on my guard, even here.
Did I not give you enough hugs when we were girls? I feel like I gave you a lot.
He stares flatly at you. What does that have to do with anything?
You want a mocktail?
No.
A mocktail, not alcoholic.
I know, but no.
Killjoy.
She pouts for a moment, then sighs. Fine, a mocktail.
Woo! And I'll order a mocktail for her and a very boozy, fruity drink for me.
Alright.
And only the finest artisanal oils for Haimu.
Yay!
I think you can pretty much immediately see that, the people here disgust your sister, and she's just, perpetually scowling at everything around her.
Yeah, but she also needs to lighten up. If I took her to a place we'd just never leave a really dank cave.
But caves are nice.
Yeah, when there's a hot spring inside of them. Not just sitting there.
But your connection with the Force, Ivy, you just don't understand.
Ugh.
And thus, you both ugh at each other. You're just completely different tastes. Yes, you can bully your sister into a martini. But yeah, she looks uncomfortable here for sure.
I don't think there's anywhere on this planet she'd be comfortable, other than, as aforementioned, an underwater cave.
Yeah, like that or back on the ship maybe. But she'll try and make do here. And Cal and Stark, however, are off to somewhere that is secluded and quiet.
Between the cat assassin and the ex-soldier, can we find tactical positions to help set up people?
I feel like that's a perception roll.
Yeah, I'm behind this.
You had to make it a perception roll.
I mean, it was gonna be a perception roll. It's just or knowledge roll. I'll give you either.
Do you want to assist me, DCL?
I will assist you. Wait, my perception's 3. What's yours?
3 + 1.
Yeah, I'll assist you. Because let's be honest, roll 20 is not gonna be nice to me. It's 3d6, right? 3d6. I forget.
Yeah, but you don't have to roll if you're assisting. It's just me that rolls with a +1 modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fucking bug.
13 between us.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the dock is made for loading and unloading cargo, so there's cranes about, and there's some, like, empty containers that have been left here from whoever was using this last. You don't think there's any, like, really clever sniping spot way far away that just conveniently looks in here or anything, but there are places where people can sort of crouch down and try and stay out of sight.
Generally want somewhere higher? Or are you saying there's nowhere... Like, of course there's no, like, super supreme sniper point, but, you know, a
Yeah.
point that at least has a general view and is high up.
Yeah,
that somebody
there's
will
the
look
crane.
like. Is that it? Is there, like, no high buildings? I'm just trying to get, like, a mental image.
No, so, like, imagine...
Oh, no!
this-
Oh, no, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, like, just a dock area with no high buildings around, right?
Yeah, there's the actual side of the city, but that's going
Yeah.
back to the, like, we're involving a bunch of civilians in this because people live here.
It'd
At
be
the
too
actual
far away
dock,
for...
it's largely a, like, open, flat area that's just has maybe, like, a small wall dividing it from the next dock.
Okay, I see.
How do you feel about climbing, kid?
No problem. Heights never scared me.
Just give that wall area just quick check over, maybe.
Yeah. Just to
See
make
if there's anything, any cracks or anything anywhere someone might just leap over, punch through, anything like that.
Yeah, let's try to do a quick scouting climb on one of the cranes for a high position, just to make sure how hard it'll be to climb up and climb back down it. Because I think we should establish... Now, I'm going to feel like a dick if I make you look up the fall damage rules. Can we just say with a force control of 5, I can be able to survive any fall damage from a crane? Is that going to be an issue?
If you use the Force, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously,
I don't-
if you're just a normal person and you jump off a crane, you're going to die, but
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
All right. So, yeah, I'll just try to climb up the crane and see what I can see from there.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll, because even if you fail, you'll just force fall. So you scurry up the crane. Make a perception check.
Ooh, do I get any bonuses for being at a high vantage point?
No, that's what's letting you make the check.
Ooh, okay. Let me make sure I'm...
You could spend a force point if you think this is that important.
Really not.
Yeah.
Mm.
I figured it wouldn't be.
And you know, I just have to...
Roll 20! Jesus fuck, first roll of the day. Come on, roll 20.
You see,
even-
like you see,
Wow.
like a bathing Cathar, so it's like Bathsheba in the Bible.
Yeah, so Cal gets up onto the crane and kind of looks around. You can definitely see everywhere inside of your dock. There's no problem there. You can kind of see into the next 2 docks, one on either side. And as you're doing so, you see that a merchant ship has pulled up into the one to the west. And indeed, it is a Cathar captain has sauntered out wearing like the same kind of sling-caney Ivy has on underneath a like bomber jacket, and is directing some some cargo maneuvers, and Cal just kind of sits there for a couple minutes and salivates before snapping back and going like, "Oh, what? Back to
I
work."
feel like as a furry, I'm okay with this, but I feel like Cal would be too stoic for this shit. But
You say that, but then he notices the bulge.
well, I guess there's no arguing with that. God! Ah!
Okay. If you
I'm
want to
a
know
furry and I hate
about,
that shit. Damn it!
if you want to know about how dumb I am, for the longest time I didn't realize that was an emoticon. I just read it as ooh woo.
That's still how
I
I
still
read
read it as
it,
oh
even though I
whoa.
know it is an emote.
Even though I know it, I always read that as oh whoa. What's this?
That's what people-
exactly.
It's what shut up! No mentioning this. No. It's
All right,
banned.
well, let's move on.
Yes.
So, anything else before Cal comes back down?
Not that he notices. He's too busy, ooh-wooing at the bulge.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Hashtag
So,
sorry,
what's
not
the
sorry.
check I need to make to to jump up past, jump over to the roofs and capture me
escape the
and their
gay.
waifu?
So what you're saying is what's the check to jump directly from the crane onto that deck?
Yes.
Probably a dark side points check, because
Okay.
Because you'll
it's
probably
your
kill
dark
them all the
hole
way
that's getting
down.
plunged.
All right. But yes, I'll climb. I'll climb back down and I guess mention what I saw.
And that's just sort of how people are going to be on this sort of planet.
Well, it seems like a decent vantage point. One that nobody should be able to see me from, not unless they're
Right.
truly searching.
Was it just her and the people unloading? No customs guys at all?
Didn't see any.
The merchant didn't matter at all, so... Right?
No.
That was just me failing.
Yeah, I mean, she's there, but yeah, you didn't get any, interesting insights from it.
I mean, I have no idea how her spine keeps stable, but other than that, wasn't anything particularly amazing about her.
So no one came up and asked her about her cargo, nothing like that? Alright. Right. This seems like a good place.
Are you going to use your jetpack to get a high vantage point, or should we find you somewhere more stable to perch?
When the meeting comes, I'm gonna be involved on the ground.
You'll be making the handoff. Of course, I forget that it's your contacts, of course.
Yeah. We'll mark this as a good place. Might be worth trying to find one or two others if Lil's not just lost herself to her gambling.
I do have a question for you.
Do I get to roll again?
I do have a question for you, Stark. We're going through all this just to make sure that the Republic does not try to capture Ivy's sister. Do you think they try to force the issue, even after she's done all she has to help them?
Alright, good. Let me ask you a question. Would you like the honest answer or the nice answer?
I'm asking you because you've fallen out of favor with the Republic. I, of course, want your honest answer.
And I respect you, and I know you're an idealist at the same time, which is why I'm giving you that choice. But you want the honest answer? Yes. The Republic is going to try to kidnap her. They're going to try to fuck us all over. They're going to try to take this opportunity to grab her and you and probably Lil as well.
Yeah, we need to give them that information if we want to have any hope of forestalling the war, correct?
Yes. We need to give them the intel to save millions of lives. And we need to do it in our way. A way that they aren't going to preempt, they aren't going to be able to fuck over to save all of your lives.
I suppose that's a risk we'll have to take then. The longer that this war does not go on, the better for the galaxy. Although, being a realist once more, I'm going to have to admit, eventually the war is going to start back up.
Yeah. But the actions of people like us, we can put it off by 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. If just one group can do that, 3, 4, 5, dozens, hundreds of groups, if we all do it right, if we're all lucky enough, if the bloody force permits, we can put it off a lifetime or two.
If we would only be so lucky. Right. We should get back to the group. We have a lot of planning to do to make sure that this goes off without a hitch.
I'm still not certain about here. But
We still have the day. We could search other locations if you want to be picky.
I'll bring out my communicator, see if Lil is available.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Steven, shall I try another fucking gamble roll?
Sure. If you so desire.
Money! I
A
should
loss
put
of money.
even more points into gamble. That thing I've somehow started with 5 dice in. Oh my god!
Oh,
Please, I want you to just straight ones me and make me rich. I'll be like, I quit. Actually, it turns out that's why I don't respond to your phone call.
Yeah,
I'm buying my own ship and fucking off. No.
you won pretty
I guess
hard.
before I rolled that, I should have asked how much you were betting, but
I mean, I was fucking betting 1,000. That's what I did last time.
okay. Well, you make 6% on that.
That
that's
feels
fine.
like a small number, but okay.
60 credits.
Great.
Yeah, that's enough to live comfortably for like several days.
It's fucking not. 60 credits is gonna get me like one decent meal and maybe a floor to sleep on for a day or two.
No, 60 credits would get you a hotel room for 1 night.
Great.
No food or drink to go with it, but a hotel room.
I put 1,000 fucking bucks in and I came up with enough to sleep in a shit hotel for a night.
Yeah,
Man, fuck this guy out. I crushed that roll.
All right. Hold on. Let's see here. So 6% is probably a little low. Let's see. What's 18%? 3 times that. It's 180 credits.
I mean, that's definitely more acceptable. What could 180 credits get me?
Hotel room for a couple of days, a meal, still enough to buy into the next game in a couple of days.
Yeah, alright.
That is the sort of profit you could get and start working as a professional gambler.
I mean, someone out there is fucking trying out as a professional dirt bike racer. I don't know why they're using a dirt bike in a fucking pavement street, but sure. Good for them.
Oh, yes. Well, welcome to Late Night Lincoln. Random jerks are deciding to just drive
jerk
a
things.
fair.
D&D, how I ended
Yep.
up on a gambling website for the return to player for gambling.
Yeah, how are we looking at here?
Well, if a machine, RTP is just like a flip side of the house advantage.
Yeah,
So if a machine has like a 20% house advantage, then the average RTP will be 80%, meaning that over time the machine will keep 20% all of money bet and will return the other 80% to players and wins. But if you're playing like a card game, the percentage is lower, but your returns are higher.
Correct, yes. That is technically true. You enter in with a stake that doesn't ever return a percentage. It usually returns a net loss, so you're always going to either come out fucked or really high if you win. The two balance each other out. Whereas, machines will give you a percentage back every time you play, as opposed to poker is a win or a loss. Unless you actually bail out while you've got money, but no one fucking ever does that.
Yeah. So the house gets a lot of money from like one-armed bandits and machines because they have a guaranteed house advantage.
Correct.
But since there's no guaranteed house advantage in, say, playing Pajak, or however you say that in this world, Pajak. There we go. Your percentage could actually come back to it starts at 50%, and then can go up as high as 200 depending on the game.
Well,
So saying 16 is chump change and saving screwing me still, but yeah, okay.
it's good enough for now.
I mean,
It'll do.
again, it's not like, remember, this was an opposed roll. It's not like, oh yeah, I crushed it. You beat it by.
This was other players taking shares out of the table, not
Yeah.
me just like winning at a whole table. I mean,
Exactly.
I feel like if you want to, you could make like 6 more gamble rolls to try and beat 22, and then I can come out with a sweep.
And that represents the average of everybody else at the table.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
Mm.
I mean, the opposite is that I just like start randomly generating like another gambler, or I pull out like Jackson's character sheet, and
Or
suddenly
we
have,
just
like,
literally
70
start-
gamble.
Or we
well,
just
the thing
literally
is, like,
start
I'm
online
good.
gambling.
Yeah, Lilesh is fucking sick at gambling. She has 5 dice, and she had 5 dice when she started as a character. I've never felt the compulsion to improve that skill because I'm fucking dope.
Anyway, are we gonna move on or what?
Yeah,
I
sorry.
wonder if we'll see Jackson ever again. That guy was cool.
He was great. I still kind of owe him like a saucy meetup rendezvous at a fancy steakhouse. I'll let him know, actually. If we get out this whole situation in one piece, I think I'm going to try and hook up with Jackson. I think I'm going to send him a message and be like, yo, by the way, things have been going well. We've gotten involved in what I can only describe as some fucking evil spy bullshit, but I could use a fucking break. How would you like to, join me for dinner? I feel like you'd be down. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, dinner is foreplay, right? Both people spend money and see who's better at it.
Naturally.
For fuck's sake.
Look, for those of you who weren't nearly a parent at 15, fuck off.
Oh god. All right.
Oh, also, sorry, you say we open a fucking online poker room. There is open source website Pazak that you can play against people with.
Anyway,
So at some point, I would love to have a showdown with everyone here and play for in-game currency.
God, no, I hate Pazak so much. Go away.
I don't.
What about just fucking Texas Hold'em then? Because I'm
Okay,
also sick of that.
It's been like 5
I
minutes since I
know
went to the
you have-
bathroom and you guys are still talking about gambling.
Sorry. Oh, hi, Tasha.
I find it
Alright.
riveting. I'm sorry.
so yeah, Lil has made some money. I'm sending her like a call via communicator.
Yep, I'm just busy raking in. Hello.
Hey Lil, how's it going?
Pretty well. This guy just happened to fold when he was halfway to a flush. Oh, terrible news. How can I help?
Well, thing, if you think you can make it on the high rollers table, and you can, you already know the dame's codes.
Do they have a fucking? I'll pause for like 1 sec. I'll lean over across the table. Do you have like a legit ass casino around here anywhere?
One of the other players will tell you that there is a legit ass casino in one of the other cities.
How's the house odds?
He'll just kind of make one of those like,
I'll think about it, Starrick. Sure.
Alright, second thing. We looked at a place. Seems like it could be alright. Have you heard anything about anywhere else yet?
I don't know. Over the process of gambling and trying to, I guess I've moved away from like learning legitimate places and just learning quote unquote legitimate businessmen. Have I learned of anyone interesting I could ask about further potential places? Yay? Nay?
Savin?
Sorry.
I missed that guy. It's a shame he's dead.
Fuck. I'm so sorry. What were you saying?
While I'm there gambling, I probably don't ask for like what's more locations, but I might ask for if any of them know any quote unquote legitimate businessmen, quote unquote, that might be interested in that kind of shit. See if there's another route of inquiry for secret rendezvous.
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check.
Prescription, sure. Also something that I'm glad I'm not the fucking worst at in base. Could I instead go with either with bargain, perhaps?
Sure. If you're willing to, grease some palms.
You know what? I'll like feed them back some of their winnings.
Yeah. All right.
22 again. Oh my god! 666! So there's this man, El Mr. Satan.
Oh man, yeah, there is that race of like Satan-looking motherfuckers.
Yes, Daveronians,
Yeah,
and
Daveron-
you never
there's
trust
totally,
a
like,
fucking Daveronian.
A Daveronian on this in this city who handles
Oh,
some
no.
transient cargoes.
I'll stare at him and be like, please, not a fucking Daveronian, you've got to be kidding me. I hate Daveronians are
God,
less
they really
trustworthy
do
than
look like
Huts.
devils. They really
Like,
do look
everyone
like
knows that. If
Satan.
you can't trust a Hut, you definitely can't trust a fucking Daveronian, because they're like a Hut that can sometimes see into the fucking future. Yeah, I believe Daveronians have like a 0.00000 percentage of people who are precognitive.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
so never trust a fucking Daveronian because they are experts at fucking you over. But yeah, all right. If their go-to is a Daveronian, I'll fucking be like, oh guys, come on. But I'll do it.
Oh yeah, someone will float you an address that he usually works out of.
Sure thing. Oh my god, we need to get glue on horns for Ivy and Ivy's sister, whose name I forgot because it's terrible.
They can just pretend to be Devereaux.
Yeah.
Actually,
Honestly, they
the
probably do.
females don't have horns, so
Oh, the females don't have horns?
they don't know.
I mean, yeah, but Daveronians don't ever have, like, face tentacles. So I guess they just need to wear, like, chin scarves.
Daveronians in the Outer Rim were known to pose as Sith purebloods to intimidate people.
And
And
They're all, like,
like-
scum to a fucking...
Yeah. And like Sith purebloods who were like operating within the I almost said inner sphere, the inner rim would pose as Deveronians. Because, you know, Sith purebloods aren't that common within
No, they fucking ain't.
Yeah, so that I imagine that's what most people just mistake the two of you as, right?
Most likely. Unless
Especially if
there
you're
are people
semi-rich
specific.
stab, so...
Unless
I
there are
don't
people
understand how it's so hard.
specifically in the know.
I don't understand how it's so hard. One dances better than the other by miles.
Wait, are you... you know what? I'm not going to ask that question. Okay. So yeah, what's this businessman or woman's name?
Good question. What do Daveronian names even sound like? Let's find out.
One second.
Okay, here we go. His name is Nas Duvaro.
Oh, fucking Nasty Vari. He probably calls himself the Big Nasty.
The big nest.
I was drinking water. Now it's all on my keyboard.
Also, for some fucking reason, this glass that had whiskey in it, you guys, I'm sure it did. It's empty.
Wow, they have super long tongues.
They do. Lilesh will probably also be aware of this fact.
I'm sure she's intimately aware of that fact.
Yeah. I met this one person, he was a band where they wore a lot of face makeup, and he had the fucking longest tongue you've ever seen. You know what's really sad? I've just realized that reference might go over a lot of people's heads now because they've gotten just like... They're all getting younger.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't even know it was a reference.
It was a reference to the fucking lead singer of Kiss because he has the world's longest fucking tongue. God damn it! Now I feel so fucking old.
You're like
I got it.
5.
I'm the youngest here, and I got it.
I know. How did you
so-
get it? How?
By knowing you well enough?
That doesn't sound correct. I've never ever talked about Kiss.
Yes, you fucking have, Emma. You really
Huh.
have. Several times.
I'll be good goddamned. Fair enough. Nobody likes the guy with the cat face makeup. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll go check out the Big Nasty. Yeah, of course I'll let Stark know, but like, I don't know of anywhere right now. I've got a couple leads. I guess I'll go check it out now that I've done well, and then I'll slide back 50 credits to the table.
Alright. People you can trust, or,
Good one. No, it's a Daveronian.
you want me or the kid to come check up on you?
Are you guys done where you are?
Pretty much, yeah.
I will send the both of you an address and say I'm going up ahead, but if I'm running away from like gunfire, you know what to do.
Yeah. We'll be there if we don't hear anything from you, like 20 minutes after we get there. Or
Sounds about right. And yeah, you know what I'm gonna say? By the fucking way, Lilesh has a swoop, so she's actually quote unquote motorbiking around this place like a badass, because I never get to use that fucking thing.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. They have.
So yeah, I'll
Streets
hop
in
on
here.
the swoop. Yep, I'll hop on the swoop and make my way. I mean, a swoop flies, so I don't need streets.
And
Streets
the
are
people
helpful
who live here would
sometimes.
probably appreciate you using the streets.
I mean, they would appreciate me using streets, but occasionally I won't use streets because I have a very high dexterity score.
Would you like me to continue watching Ivy and her sister, or would you like me to?
Yeah, also record it, especially if either of them jump. Just for
Okay, like-
reasons.
Just as H1's saying that, you're like on your little hollow communicators, and this Cathar, extremely scantily clad except for a big heavy like leather coat, saunters into the bar and just plops down right next to the sisters and orders up a drink.
She's gonna become a meme, and then she's gonna become a meme, and then we're gonna find out that she's secretly an assassin tracking us down. We're just distracted by her giant titties.
Look,
Too
I'm already
late.
friends with one bounty hunter who technically wants us dead. Oh fuck, I should really handle that call actually. Hey, Saban.
Too late. I'm already flirting with her.
Saban, I would like to try and make a direct call to Karilash.
Alright. Sure.
If she's hunting this target, she's possibly in the area.
It's possible. It's possible.
If not, then it goes to voicemail, quote unquote, then I will leave her a message.
Yeah, it ends up going to voicemail.
Alright, cool. I will pull my swoop over and have a sit in a perch and smoke a delicious death stick. Hey, Caro, it's Lalesh. I just wanted to let you know that the target, quote unquote, that you're hunting is... It's not more that they're a dangerous asset, more that they're being covered by a lot of assets. Turns out that they were holding on to the plans for like a super fucking death weapon, and so both the Sith and the Republic governments are hand over fist for, all of that shit. And as a valuable payout asset, that ends in a day. If even that, I would advise a turn against, and I would be happy to reimburse you because we're, it turns out, slightly responsible for that. But I want to make sure that you don't get yourself butchered by like either side, because I don't trust either of them. They're kind of massive cunts. Regardless, let me know if you're ever in system. That'd be great. Just a warning, this call's probably going to come from like 3 different planets. We're maybe on one of them. I bounced my signal a whole bunch. Alright, thank you. Love you. Bye-bye. And I didn't bounce my signal for fucking anything. I just make that up.
Nice.
Look, no one will fucking... Like, that's the easiest play ever. Like, if you're trying to receive this call, then it says I'm somewhere in Tokyo, and you're making the call from Tokyo Airport. Like, fucking got him. I win.
Owned, bitch.
They just believe you're more competent than you actually are. Like, oh yeah, it does say that they're from there, and they wouldn't be that retarded. Joke's on you, I'm retarded like a fox.
Can you even bounce signals for a planet?
Sure.
Probably.
It's happened
It's
a
a
couple
thing
times
that's
in the
come up.
games. Yeah.
Alright, so while H1 is taking some Girls Gone Wild photography of three extremely buxom aliens sitting at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
Lil arrives at a apartment complex near the docks. It is not a particularly nice place by the looks of things. There's a lot of graffiti up on the walls. It's actually just across like the main waterway from where Stark and Cal are.
Huh?
Okay.
We're the real winners looking at real estate. Surely that is the sexier thing.
Sure. I don't just park. You know what? I'm not going to trust people to not fuck with my swoop. I'm not going to quote unquote park it. I'm going to I'm going to force it to hover up there for until I, come back with the keys. So, you people would kick the kickstand out? Instead, I'm just going to set it to just float also for a while up in the sky. It'll probably cost me like 5 credits and extra fuel, but fuck that noise. Someone's going to try and jack my ride.
And then you learn that everybody here has been trained by Samurai Jack and can jump.
They just all jump forever. Oh my god.
Oh my.
Stop with this meme!
Oh, whoa. Does she have a bulge?
I don't know. You're not there to find out.
I fucking wish I were.
I mean, it's not the first time that the sisters have gotten together over one person.
Oh, really?
But no, it's not the first time. But the thing is, she gave up drinking. Did she also give up sex like a nerd?
She's a dark side user.
I feel
The
like
answer's
sex is
no.
a really passionate thing, and that's a fucking dark side move right there.
Yeah, I think she's at least trying to abstain from anything that, clouds judgment. Which is,
But
real
boners are fun,
Jedi
and
move.
everyone knows that.
Oh, come on. It's fun.
Yes, it's fun. That's the point. I'm not going to get in the way of you. I'll stay here with your droid.
Surely you could use some release to think clearer. That's how that works, right? Of course, right? Come on.
No, what I need is quiet and meditation.
You sound like such a Jedi.
Oh, my heart. There's no need for insults.
Come on.
Quick, try a seduction roll on your own sister.
Well,
I say
they're-
only half in jest, actually.
Well, on top of that, they're not really into each other, but they are also into sharing. So,
I mean, it's
I don't
caring.
know what the role would. Yeah, it is.
It's a perception skill for sure.
I wish I could say it was con, but I'm not trying to con her when I'm literally telling her up front to do this.
So it's target 15.
Wait, is con manipulation too?
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you want to
Where
make this
is
a con test, that seems fine to me.
It sounds really shady when you use the word con, but you're trying to twist her arm, quote unquote. I'd say it's cool.
Target number
15.
15.
Ha! Holy shit fucks.
Oh my god.
The only time I can roll dice well.
Is for fucking Wincest.
The bouncing giblets are very tempting and very large.
Come
Could
on,
it be that buxom catgirls are her type?
It sure seems like it, because as she's trying to deny this, she's sort of squirming in her seat and clenching her legs together, and finally, over the next few minutes of this Cathar just relentlessly flirting, Kalisha is finally won over to the idea.
Cool. We shouldn't leave our droid. Come on, H1.
Oh, we're leaving? Very well.
Come on, H1, we need to record this.
We're going to the dashing captain's ship.
Oh man.
I'm
And-
not.
And
I'm
before
not-
assassin.
And on top of that, I'm also not leaving our fucking droid on a backwater planet alone.
I mean, I
That's
would
how
follow you
Jawas.
anyway.
Do you want Jawas? Because this is how you get Jawas.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we installed a vibrator on H1. She can help.
No.
Please don't use
We
my
actually-
sweet innocent droid for banging. She's just
We-
happy watching and recording.
we actually did address this before. Like session 1.
I feel like it was an important one to be sure.
Unfortunately, Hayamu isn't fully functional and anatomically correct like our boy Data.
This is true. I am not. She is not.
All right.
I just
so,
drew her like she was.
before we move. Yeah, unfortunately, H1's going to get locked out of the captain's quarters.
Aw, but I can't just sell audio to the HoloNet.
Yeah, Captain's onto your shenanigans.
That's
Damn it.
insane. Oh, is this where are we going? Where are we?
You're
Not
on
our
the
ship.
captain's
What are you
ship.
talking about?
This is our ship.
No.
No.
You
She
have
came on
been
with the string-
escorted to the captain's vessel.
What are you
A
talking about? She
nice
came
little
on with a
freighter.
string bikini. You telling me she doesn't enjoy to record it?
That's true, actually. The H1 is in a bikini.
I feel like DCL, the main problem is having someone else record it, because then she herself can't profit.
Look,
I mean,
I
if you
just wanted to make a little bit of HoloNet cash on the side and also, get footage of 3 hot aliens fucking.
Come on,
She
guys.
has,
Let's focus back on the true hotness, real estate, and staking out.
Oh my
She
god,
has
fuck all
like
of you.
6 cameras in the room. I hope she gives me a copy.
Look, all I'm
But
saying.
yeah, this is we pretty much done everything I needed. I needed to do today.
All I'm
Needed
saying-
to do.
All I'm saying is you can only sell a hot porn video for a few $100. Real estate goes for millions. Obviously, one drives bonus more.
I also literally can't help with anything that my character would be skilled at doing until we actually get a location.
I feel like Cal might have turned into a Ferengi at some point this session. I'm not sure.
I'm saying all this out of character.
I know. Anyway, so let's swing back to Lalesh, who's in this this complex. You've
Who's in
just
the
sort
ghetto.
of lost connection with H1 for some unknown reason.
I should have used this chance to go fetch a fresh drink. Yes, alright. I knock on the door and I will, grind out the butt of my death stick.
All right,
And
a
floor.
little slat in the door slides open. Who are you?
Just a tourist looking to do business in the area.
What kind of business?
The kind of business that doesn't like people looking at it. Especially not the guy at the random door. Tell you what, I will rummage in my pocket, my coat. I will pull out a little empty cred shit from Narshadar, and then I will transfer 50 credits onto it and slide it into the slot. Here you go.
Narshada. Alright. And the door slides open.
Thank you, you're a sweetheart.
And yeah, he leads you into this rather dark, smoky room where 3 Devronians are sitting, 2 males and a female, who does indeed look like remarkably similar to Ivy and Kalisha.
Huh, I mean,
And it's one of the males, this Snas Davaro, who is leaning back in his chair, arms spread, and sort of sizes you up and down. Hell, what's a pretty woman like you doing in such a humble apartment as this?
I'll look around as well. Is the room oh so humble as he says?
It is, actually. It looks like a pretty standard, shitty little apartment. But I think you are also, comfortable enough in underworld environments to know that, you immediately see that there's at least one, false wall in here.
Sure, makes sense. No worries. Yeah, I will, after looking around the room, grin back in. They're pretty damn humble. I'm just in the area looking for business. Yeah, temporary business. Let's just say I've got to meet a couple of people, and I don't want that meeting to go wrong. was wondering if you had any recommendations about places in the area. The kind of recommendations that money could buy.
Well, I'm more in the business of supplying the hardware that makes sure these deals go well. But,
Sure. But I mean, if you were to hand off said hardware, you happen to know a kind of place that's open for like a couple of hours, a little bit of time?
I might, but, trade secrets and all, and he'll sort of like look off to the side and rub his fingers together.
Of course. And how much these trade secrets gonna run me, huh?
Why don't you make a bargaining roll?
I'd fucking love to make a bargaining roll.
Obviously he's gonna highball you, because you're just a stupid tourist.
Yep.
You're a schmuck.
19!
Alright, let's see what this guy can do. Bargain rolled 5, 19. Oh shit!
Oh, God damn it.
Alright, so I think in this case you're gonna roll again. Because, like, you try and push him down, and he's like, no, he meets you, like, a slightly lower number than he started at.
Yeah, it's like I know he's highballing me, but then when I jump to a super low number, he's like, no, this is the middle, what it's actually worth. And we're like, fucking come on here. Cave, fucko, cave!
Cave Johnson here.
Hello.
Maru?
Rue?
I'm fucked. It's fine.
Which Rue is it?
It's Tosh.
That's a Tasha Maru.
Yeah.
She yips.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
barely.
Tasha yips. Other doggo, like, oh, God. And there's a husky in my lap. Hello,
Hi,
husky.
Papa.
Oh, why are you wet? Why are you wet?
She's always wet.
It's true. Alright, so yeah, you win this round. Well, only for such a beautiful woman. I will let this go
You're a
for
lovely sweetheart.
300 credits.
Alright. 300, we can do.
Alright.
Let's see here.
So he will pull up a map of the city on his data pad. Excuse me, Tasha, I need my hand.
Maru?
No, but I need this. Please let go.
No.
Hold that. She wants to hold hands, damn it.
Alright, hold on. Tasha, high five. High five. There you go. Okay.
You can hold with the other hand. Easy.
Yeah, other hand you can hold. Alright, now. Ow, dog, please, stop. Leave me alone. Alright, so he pulls up a map of the city and says that, well, you see, there's an open park here. Everyone comes and goes, especially these Crulians. But there are maintenance tunnels down there. A whole network of them, a hive. Real narrow, real winding. Awful hard to, walk into an ambush or get observed by unwanted parties. And there's plenty of steam vents and the likes you can shoot for a quick getaway.
Do you like a quick getaway? Tell you what, and I will bring up the address of the warehouse we've rented. Think there's an easy route to get from here to here? You know what? By the way, the plan has changed. Things got a little bit more dangerous. Moving to the safer location.
Yes. There's a sewer system here, and he'll point to under the docks. Drains water out of the canals. Goes right in there.
Excellent. That seems like that will suit us pretty well.
And so he'll point out what basically a manhole looks like on this planet. And warn you that if you want to get into the park, though, always turn left. Every corner, left. No exceptions.
Glad to hear it.
Now, was there anything else I can do for you?
As of right now, I'm probably expected back with the rest of everyone, but let's have a think here. We got anything fun in my inventory? I mean, we have some nice alcohol. I will like rummage in a messenger bag, slowly, of course, so I don't get like fucking filled full of death. And I will pass them a bottle and a half pack of death sticks. You have yourselves a great time.
Oh, well. Good doing business with you.
And yourself. And the rest of you. She'll smile and wave at the rest of them before exiting.
Alright. So you got 2 places and a route between them to look into.
Yep. I don't know, are Cal and Starrick outside waiting for me when I'm done?
They've had an opportunity to do so if they so desire.
We were making our way there.
Okay. Then yeah, you see them like 1 terrace below you coming up the stairs.
Yep. Well, okay. Hey guys, back down the other way. We're all good.
Alright.
I was busy shoving food in my mouth.
So, what's the outlook with these fellas?
Well, I've learned a way safer, secure route with built-in escape hatches that we can't get attacked in, and there's even a connecting route from there to the dock, or vice versa, depending on what you like. So we can start the conversation in either location.
Hmm. Alright.
Well, yeah, I'll pass those details along if either of them would like to tactical analysis that, like, which is the better starting point, the dock or the park?
Well,
If we pass on all of the details, well,
Yeah, sure.
Have you gotten-
Basically, I will pull up a little, like, here's the city map, and I'll just be like, that down there is actually where the sewer is and where it connects to the good location, and that's our dock that we've got rented.
alright. So if you've got this much connection, I guess you told these guys where we have rented.
Yeah, I needed to know a connecting route, so it's basically an escape in either direction. The people here have, like, fuck all to do with anything, and I didn't give them any times at any point.
I think we should maybe throw them another bone. Just one little extra thing that gives them an incentive to not go after anyone matching your description. Well,
What, alcohol and smokes won't cut it? And also, why would I be there for the talking? I have a gun, and I can stay back.
yeah, but look, you know who it is that's coming after us, and they know
Sure.
you even better than they know me or the kid. They might be throwing around your description, these guys, if we don't have it worked out right. And if I'm just being more worried than I need to be, tell me. But
Let's put it this way. They seemed pretty chill, but not disingenuous levels of chill. You know, when someone's too relaxed, like they're fucking hiding something. I feel that legitimately they don't mind if we're using a place for a few hours, and it's really hard to observe it. That does go both ways. I don't think they would be able to disturb us if they wanted to, and I don't think they want to.
I mean, I was going to ask, did you check the supposed escape routes?
Yeah, there are even literally, and she'll point out a couple places, supposedly like literal steam vents that you can shoot. Sudden fucking smoke screen escape. That's pretty much the wheelhouse, I think.
How much do you say you secured this for?
Bucking him down to 300. It's definitely worth the money, I would say, considering it's, unobservable, unsneak-upable, and has escape routes built in.
Even that sounds too good for all this elaborate setup. Well, hopefully I'm going to trust your judge of character. And
yeah, I mean, it's a Davaronian, but at the same time, he didn't say too many things, which is usually a good sign. Last time I met a Davaronian, wouldn't shut up, so it meant about half the shit he had to say was a lie.
And
I'm not
here's
sure
my
how to.
question. Did he have any extra services, any extra treatments that were up for grabs?
Ah,
Buy this, get a dozen thugs at half price.
no. Literally, I just wanted some information. He wanted money. I talked him down, and that was it. Deal done.
Mm.
I mean, it took us, and then she'll glance at a fucking watch or whatever, like 30 minutes, but you know, we got there in the end.
Alright. Seems good to me then.
Well, I suppose he doesn't know who exactly we're meeting, so it's not like he could sell us out to the other side.
Or when we're doing it at all. Literally didn't tell him a single detail about our meeting, only that I wanted a route between these two places.
Then this place should be, of course, fine.
Yeah, I'd be hoping so. Unless, I don't know, like, either Republic agents or SAS turns up going, we're looking for secret meetings between definitely these people and possibly between these hours. What do you know? I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're fine here.
I mean, that's unfortunately in the realm of possibility. Just
Sure, but it's also within the
juvenile
realms of
idiots.
so stupendously noisy that we'd know anyway.
yeah, probably. Alright. Back to the game, or we want to do something to actually relax proper first.
I was having a good time at that last bar, considering it was meant to be a dingy shithole. They had a decent couple gamblers there.
Had any dancers or so?
Nah, I didn't really feel like it. I don't know if you noticed, but most people here are giant, horrendous fish people.
As you say
I
that,
work-
like a
This
giant
is-
blob of foreskin just walks past you.
This is the sort of city where I'd think they'd go out of their way to provide accommodations to tourists or young little fellas like the kid here.
I don't know. It's been a very warm day out here apparently, which is why the whole place already smells of vagina. But you know,
I don't know. They don't seem too disgusting to me. I'm sure if one of them died, their carcasses would taste rather delicious.
Wow.
actually, you know what? I would not want to think about that considering they're all sentient. But yeah, it'd probably be very sushi-esque.
Brutal.
You know what, Lil? For that comment, he's your responsibility for the rest of the night.
Ah. All right, Cal. We're gonna go drinking and smoking.
I'm confused as to why I've been passed off, but alright.
Because she'll probably actually get you a good time around here.
I mean, shouldn't we be preparing? I mean, I suppose there's not much to do other than make sure we know our routes.
We could check that in the morning of the day. We don't want to, you know, for very obvious reasons, and also partially because I'm just feeling kind of lazy by this point. We don't want to be seen like fucking scouting this route out a whole bunch. That's what we like to call painfully obvious.
I suppose
We know
so.
it's there. Can we do the walk back and forth one whole time? Yes, we can. Awesome, we're set. We can do that tomorrow morning when not many people are awake.
Suppose so.
Cool. Let's go get drunk.
I refuse to drink. You know how I feel about that stuff.
Okay, you can watch me get drunk.
Well, I guess I'm the designated driver.
What? I swoop great drunk. And as I do that, I pull out a little clicker and it's like, chirp, chirp, and my swoop will float down. All right, hop on, Cal. You get bitch seat.
I still don't understand why it's called bitch seat. I'm not a
I
dog.
don't know. Actually, you know what? I'll level with you. Don't know why it's called that either.
Alright, so as you swoop back to the bar, Ivy,
What?
you and your sister have finished up for the evening, such as it is. And the captain is wondering just how long you intend to stay on this planet, says
Oh.
with a seductive smile.
I might be here for a couple days. Might not be here as long, but give us your hollow number and we'll see you again.
Alright, she will do so and then insist that if you're still here on planet, then tomorrow she'd love to see you and your sister again. And she is Captain Rearin.
I'm confused as to why she's here.
And we would love to see you again.
Kalisha will blush slightly and say something much the same as she pulls herself into her robes.
How popular
Give her a light smack on the booty.
How popular a tourist planet is this again?
Not hugely, but it's, it's an okay tourist
Hey,
spot.
hey, Diesel, you know where rich people spend a lot of money to go to the tourist places that aren't like, the big tourist places? That's it.
I mean,
rent an entire island by yourself.
And how do we get in here?
Because, dude, you do know that like all the islands supporting it are incredibly poor people? That's how it works in our world. Like, there are a few resorts for the ultra-rich, and then there's supporting staff that work for, like, $1 a month.
Whatever. I was just trying to figure out why this attractive cat girl went to this planet of ugly fish people.
I mean, what you saw was that she was offloading cargo from her ship, and
oh yeah, that's right.
Ivy and Kalisha are on a freighter, so it would appear that she's a working woman who's just enjoying a day or two off.
Fair enough.
Scored a couple of totally Deveronian sisters.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I mean, that's about the best outcome for a cargo run you can ever hope for on a planet like this. Because ain't no one wanting to bang the foreskins, I'm sorry.
So how drunk does Lilash get?
It's a good question. Would you like to make a strength roll, Alesh? Oh,
Alesh?
Scow is AFK.
Oops.
Oh.
I will... let's open up the old character sheets and find out. I can roll that. It's relatively innocuous. Excellent. 2D plus 1. Alesh gets real fucking drunk. Not like blackout drunk, but real fucking crunk.
Is she dancing on the stripper pole by the end of it?
And that you'll have to wait for Scow to say.
Scout straight fucking no, why do I forget my character's name?
Weird.
Cal.
Yes, I don't know why I forget my character's name. Man, I'm really bad with names.
I even have like look at like literally right here. I have my character's name right next to my name. It's not.
I don't have the thing open at the moment.
Oh well, then.
Well, there you go. I in all my games I put my character's name first and then my internet handle in parentheses.
I was just saying, Tal would be sitting there scowling, going, "This is lame. I want to go home and play Nintendo."
It seems like Kelsing. Basically, exactly what Kalisha was doing until she got, invited to delicious Wincest.
I mean,
why does the dark side of the Force lead me to such corners?
I mean, it was a Cathar. I mean, come on.
Ain't no one passing that booty up.
What are you fucking? 1 second, none of you are furries. The next second, all of you are. Make up your mind.
I mean, well, first of all, there are
Cathar
two
aren't
different
furries.
types of Cathar, and they're one of them is a furry and one of them is not. And even the ones that are quote-unquote, there are actually 3 different races of Cathar. However, you're the second type, which is still human face but with fuzz. And then there's the first type, which is just human skinned but with like cat stripes and cat eyes. And then there's the full-on kitty ones, but they only make up 1% of the Cathar population.
I am the 1%.
So you're the
You are the
full-on
1%.
Cathar.
Yeah, this is like the cat girl with just like stripes and normal skin.
Lame.
No. Best.
Best. Anyway, how long until the Republic arrives? Are you planning on like a day or two still, or?
I
We
mean,
basically
that's
did it.
up to you, so
I guess. What I'm asking is like, when do you expect them to arrive? I guess.
if they were going by the shortest route possible, they would be arriving today before we slept. The fact that they haven't tells us it's going to be another 2 to 7 days.
Okay, so you're expecting them sometime in the next few days.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in the intervening time, if we have a spot to meet them up with, it's time to set up counter-espionage.
Yeah, I mean, shall we get the party together to discuss things?
I'll drag Lilash out of bed.
Unfortunately,
is
I
Scout
think this is
here again?
actually where we need to drop it off for the night.
No, that's fine. Your parents are coming home in what, 20 minutes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
less
that's
than that
that's why. Are you gonna be able to play tomorrow? You better be able to play tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Oh yeah.
don't forget about Haunting of a Hearthstone Session 2
Yes.
same
Oh,
time next week.
Next week, damn it.
It's opposite of this game. When this game ends, it's going to be every week.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay.
Mm.
We're going to go through Carrion Crown 1 to 13. So,
I am
I
excited.
still need to get on minis for everybody else. This week was unproductive, but I am doing better and trying to do better.
you might want to do everyone before Saban's character. I know that's mean, but Saban has a lot of cast art.
I actually only
Yeah.
have that one pick. I'll have you know.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you had
No.
like 30. Weird.
That was like from me 5 ever ago.
Oh,
Yeah, all I have
never
is that one DCL like colored line art.
For some reason, I thought you had more. I have no idea where I got that from.
Yeah.
Shall
I
we
never get
sign-
pictures, like a lot of pictures of my non-tits OCs.
I mean, we don't
Um,
have any EXP because it's Star Wars and we don't get any EXP till the end of adventure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, shall we just sign the stream off?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That
Fuck you,
sounds
stream!
Like wow, okay, fine.
Wow.
I guess
Okay.
DCL's
I
just
love
gonna
you,
sign out and
stream.
suck DCL's fat chode. Bye, everybody.